Okay, welcome to Cooking Videos with Dave 97. I think that's what we're on. 97 lemon pasta and pasta Cajun scallops. Give everyone a little bit of time to come on in here. All right, let's get into this. Cajun scalloped Alfredo pasta.
Alfredo. Cooking up some scallops today. If you haven't messed with scallops much, you really should. They're a very meaty type of seafood, and we're gonna pair that with a Cajun Alfredo sauce over some bucatini. We're gonna do just a little bit of knife work here. I'm gonna use some red onion in this recipe, and I wanna slice pretty thin. Next, we're gonna break down some garlic on the microplane so it melts right into this Alfredo sauce.
Why is he keeping the onions lengthwise?
For the cheeses in our Alfredo, I'm gonna be using some Parmigiano Reggiano and Pecorino Romano, equal parts. Again, we're gonna break these down on the microplane so they're super fine. You're gonna melt right into that sauce. Got about a pound of our sea scallops today. This will get you through about 4 servings, depending on how much scallop you want to eat. Seasoning is super simple. We're just using the Cajun Fusion from Cattleman's Grill. A little dusting on the top of each. Now, we talk about this a lot. You get a big piece of meat, put a lot of seasoning on it. You got a little piece of meat, or seafood in this case. Don't go too crazy. Now, we're cooking today on the Fusion griddle. I'm getting some garlic oil down. We're gonna cook up these onions. I'm just looking to get a little bit of color on these and soften them up. Now at the same time, we're gonna start our Alfredo sauce, and then we'll finish by searing.
The onions I'm not seeing. They should be, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think these should be diced.
Off the scallops. Now in the skillet, we start building this Alfredo sauce. We get some butter, some olive oil, and we'll throw some garlic in there as well. The griddle is over medium-low heat right now, but it's been heating up for a while. And the cast iron has also been preheating in here. So this goes pretty quick, and you wanna make sure you don't burn that garlic or it's gonna get bitter. Now a little bit of smoked paprika. Nice pretty red color. And then we use the Cattleman's Grill Italiano. Now we're coming in with some heavy cream.
Can you give the
We
amount,
just want to
please?
bring this up kind of to a simmer, and we'll whisk in the cheeses. That's pretty. Onions are softened up. We got some crispy edges. We'll pull those off, and we can sear off our scallops as soon as this Alfredo gets to where we want it. Now that that cream and the mixture has come to a simmer, before it goes crazy, we're gonna start adding in our cheeses. If at any point you feel like those bubbles are getting a little too high in the pan, just take the pan off the griddle for a minute. Otherwise, you will be cleaning cream off of your griddle. So I'm gonna fully turn off this burner now. It's gonna hold some heat because it's a pretty heavy duty griddle. I don't want this to overflow, but I do want it to reduce down a bit. Now we have two distinct cooking zones. This one is off, but obviously it's holding a lot of heat, so it's still starting to break that sauce down, starting to reduce. Over here, we're on like a medium-low heat, but again, it's been heating for a long time, so it's gonna be good enough to give us a sear on these scallops. And you can hear that as soon as
I swear to
hit.
God, is the biggest mistake people make in grilling. They think when they grill, everything cooks at the same temperature. No. Chicken is low and slow. Beef is hotter than the halls of hell.
See how this is thickened up? Get those little bubbles formed. It's gonna be nice and creamy. Ooh, look at that sear. And we're even picking up some of that kind of fond from the onion, from the olive oil underneath it. So still got a little bit of squishiness to them, but they're firmed up. I'm not even gonna tempt these things. I can tell that these are done. Now we're gonna cook up our bucatini. Little salt in the water. I love bucatini.
I like bucatini
It's got
too.
that little tunnel in between all of the outside pasta.
But your water should be, you should add a generous amount of salt to your water because it should be salty as the sea.
That's just gonna hold so much sauce. Been about 8 minutes, just gave it the little bite test. It's still got bite, but it's softened up. That's where we want it, so let's get it out of this hot water. We can save this
Shit, Jimmy Kimmel's back.
water just in case we want to thin the sauce out, but let's...
I don't know, maybe there's a clause in his contract where it would have cost ABC more.
Let's go see how it looks in the sauce first. You can use as little or as much as you want of these bucatini.
Because I said he was fired. They were just looking for an excuse to fire him. Like I said, I don't know the structure of his contract, but I don't know. Maybe it would have cost him more.
That nice and creamy. I want it fully coated, so I might not be using the full pound here, which is fine because we can snack.
Unless Jimmy Kimmel has agreed to make a complete groveling apology.
On that later. All right, hot noodles, warm sauce. Let's just let it sit, and then we can build some plates. A little garnish for the top with some extra flavor, some fresh basil here. We're gonna chiffonade this. Just kind of stack them and roll them and slice them. Slicing through the herbs so we can keep those oils intact because that's what's gonna give you all the aroma. All right, onto the plate now. Charred red onions. And we're just gonna nestle in some of these scallops. Pretty it up with a little bit of basil.
I don't think I would have done onions. I think I would have done bacon. Bacon and scallops.
Let's get a bite now. Man, so creamy. Scallop super tender. I'm getting that Cajun seasoning on it. I'm also getting that smoked paprika out of the pasta sauce. I feel like this is a really fun play on like what we'd think of like chicken fettuccine alfredo with a Cajun spin and a different noodle and a different protein. This is a special pasta dish. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. And let's be good to one another. For more recipes.
All right. Jesus. Carl Jr.'s El Diablo Burger from Sam the Cooking Guy.
Carl's Jr. brought back their El Diablo burger, and that means one thing. Not only are we gonna make it, but we're gonna make it a triple, because why the hell not? A triple El Diablo. Do you know what it is? It has jalapeno poppers in it. It has pepper jack cheese on the patties, and it has a habanero ranch sauce. Wow. There's no bad there. That's going to be a good thing by itself.
Jalapeno coins too.
Oh, and jalapeno coins too. Thank you, Maxwell. So it's a dream burger, I guess. We're going to start by getting our poppers made and in the oven, because we're not frying them. We're user friendly here. Everybody's got an oven or a toaster oven or something. Everybody can make these. Then we'll make the habanero ranch. And then we cook patties, and oh, I got bacon to cook too. Blah, blah, blah. It's all good. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. And as is our custom, we like to order the item before we make it. Let's see what we got. We got a napkin. Oh, they've warned us. It's spicy and it's a triple. Ready? Tilt up for the camera. They charbroil, I believe. And so will we.
It's not bad looking.
They usually come out looking like they got ran over.
They do, don't they? Ready? So we got dosed pieces of bacon. And okay, they're not using whole jalapenos. I got some of the smallest ones I could find. I'll have to cut one open and see what they've done, okay? So this is, I think they put chicken nuggets in here. Do you see what they've done? They've got bits of jalapeno.
So then they're not jalapeno poppers.
They're
like some sort of.
They're
Yeah.
I wondered how they got 4. I went to a Mexican market to see if I could find small jalapenos. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Jesus. All right, I'm having a bite. Damn it. I don't want a bite. Fine.
Spicy?
I'm waiting for the spice. Hang on now.
There are 3 kinds of methylene blue that you can take, and a lot of people are selling. The first one is Indian curry methylene blue, and that's because
There's a nice char on the patty. It's done more than I like, but that's okay. I'm waiting for the habanero ranch. And not only am I not getting ranch, I'm definitely not getting habanero.
So the Diablo is not spicy.
No, and Diablo means devil. Here, you take a bite. I want to know. You tell me. Chance you'll have a bite.
wow, this is like, got some heft.
There's some weight. I mean, the charred patty's pretty nice, right? Woo. What?
I got a little spice for sure, like considerable spice.
Okay, I just took this apart, right? So this, I'm guessing, is the spice.
What's funny is I'm looking on there. Oh, there it is. Double L Diablo.
It's the sauce. I just tried it.
Have you lost your mind, man? I'm getting nothing. Now you have to.
There's spice. I don't know what you're talking about.
I got no spice. It's not like I have an asbestos mouth. I have a potty mouth. Okay, well, that was a failed experiment, at least on my part. But let's just put all that out of our heads. Now it's time to cook. Let's get the jalapeno poppers happening first. Here's the move. We're gonna start by opening these guys up. Now, because we're eating them whole, because we're
Hello,
eating them
Juice
in the
Man.
thing, I can't have this little handle. So we'll get rid of the handle. We'll cut them as evenly down the middle as we can. On
God,
all
I'm
3.
almost tempted
And I'm
to
only
actually watch Jimmy Kimmel's stupid fucking show tomorrow.
gonna put 2 in, but I'm gonna make 3 because I might want to eat one just by itself, just to try it. Now we clean out this business like this, membranes, seeds. All right, do that to all of them, but keep them in their partners so they match when we build them back together. Get rid of the seeds in the membrane. I'll get a little bowl and we'll make our filling, and that will be some
I don't think the backlash was that terrible, actually.
softened cream cheese using some Monterey Jack. And because we want some spice, I have a little habanero sauce. It's gonna show up again, but right now we'll use it for that. Tiny bit of salt and pepper, and this we will mix. Great.
All right.
Now here's the thing. These are gonna get filled up, then they're gonna go in flour, egg, and breadcrumb. The problem is that the jalapeno is a smooth, shiny surface that will not want to take the flour. It's not gonna wanna stick, and I've seen too many poppers with coatings that don't stick. So I had an idea. I thought, what if we roughed it up a little bit? Let's see. Is this gonna work? A little bit. I have another idea. What if we did this?
They're like lacquered.
They're like lacquered, yeah. And I mean, I'm not like a popper expert, but I think this is gonna, even if you just do that. Okay, I'm gonna rough these
Shouldn't you have kept the fucking jalapeno whole if you wanted to stuff it?
guys up, and then we'll coat. See, look at, they're so smooth, they don't even wanna bite here. We we fill these little kids up. They don't have to be exact because we're squishing them together like this. Hold on. Okay, that's good. There. Do the other two. It's a messy process, but it's essential. I'm spackling and filling holes and stuff. And numero tres. Great. Clean, and then we get our breading station. And here we go. Great. What's going on here?
The hardest eggs I've ever seen.
Jeez Louise.
What's your theory, that the brown shells are harder?
Yes. Flour in that guy, breadcrumbs in that guy. And this one we beat. Interact to put them on. Here's what we do. We take our little roughed up guys, we go into the flour. Step one. Look, flour's sticking. How nice. Shake off excess into the oeuf, the egg in French. We give it some of this. We want to make sure. It's funny, look at that. It's been in the egg and it's not wet. You got to make sure that you've got moisture from the egg all the way around these things, or you're going to be sorry. And then into the panko, or whatever breadcrumb you're using. We're going to go once more back into the egg, and a final run in the breadcrumb. Onto the baking sheet with the rack, and finish with the other guys. Okay, we're set. They're headed into a 400-degree oven for 20-25 minutes until golden brown and beautiful. Our sauce begins with the cutting of a habanero. Notice the gloves. I should have 12 pairs of gloves on. For reference, a jalapeno is approximately 10,000 units on the Scoville scale that measures heat. A serrano is about 35,000 to 50,000. A habanero is anywhere between 100,000 and 300,000. So it's hot. You don't want to rub your eye when you've been touching this, hence the gloves. And we only want a teaspoon, maybe two. So we'll cut this guy in half. Ooh. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Nobody knows that reference, do you? Somebody in the comments. So get rid of this. The membrane in the seeds are super hot. The thing about it is it smells like passion fruit. It's just fruity and citrusy and really nice. So I want to just give myself a little, nothing crazy here. And I don't want my guests, meaning me when I take a bite, to get a giant chunk of habanero. So I'm going to cut it up fairly fine. But I'm telling you, the smell is delightful. Nowhere near a sign of what's to come. Okay, let me just take this. I'm going to put on here. That's some dill waiting to be used. I'll put the rest of this here in case I want extra. I want the heat to be decent. All right, let's get our bowl and make this. There we go. We begin with a little mayo, that much, and some sour cream. Next in some lime juice. That's a nice lime. Let's try our habanero, shall we? And then the habanero hot sauce that I used earlier. Start with a teaspoon of this. Next we have a little garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, tiny bit of sugar, salt and pepper. And we can mix. You could always thin it with a little buttermilk or milk if you wanted. But now let's taste this. It's nothing. It's basically what I had when I ate that thing.
What makes Keebler Fudge Stripes cookies so delicious?
I don't know, the fact that you and the Rice Krispie elves have been at war for 700 years.
Oh, it's our treasured Keebler Fudge. Great stripes! That's mouth-melting delicious. Keebler, magic is here.
Orajel knows that oral pain keeps you from feeling like yourself. Get immediate relief with Orajel.
So let's give it a little bit more of this. Different finger. Now we're there. All right. Oh, I got to throw some bacon on, form some patties. We're almost happening because those jalapeno poppers should be out any minute now. I forgot some dill. Jalapeno ranch. It's gotta have some of this dill in it. Dill is ranch to me. Now we're talking. And by the way, Chance tried it and he said, "Oh, the spice level's really good," and they're both making fun of me. I think my spice indicator is broken. That's okay. I have 2 very long pieces of bacon. I only need 2 pieces of bacon for this burger. And one of these, once it cooks, will probably be fine, but I'm gonna throw them both on just for fun. And I don't know why it's this long. Beautiful. All right, let's form some patties.
I would cut that bacon in half.
All right, so you're 3.5 ounces, roughly what they use. Let's see if I can do this. Make a nice little shaped one here.
Yep,
There's where not
containers.
perfect. There's where a little raggedy edge, and that's okay. They charbroil, it's gonna happen. I tell you, regardless of what I thought of the heat, the charbroil taste was right there. in your face and was really nice. They have to be one of the last fast food places to do that. Great stuff. All right, do the other two. Come on, you.
Okay.
Thank you. Great stuff. Let's flip our bacon and nice.
I'd make them a little thinner myself.
Nice. Okay, these are going to be really long. We're not going to be able to use it all, but they're going to be great. All right, let's get these patties on the grill. Let's give our friends a little salt and pepper love before they go on, and on they go. This is hot, by the way. The only other thing that's happening after the flip will be a little bit more salt and pepper and then some pepper jack cheese. And then we're building. That smell is what you're getting from Carl's Jr. and not the other guys. I mean, I don't think anybody else is doing it, but I mean, they.
It depends on if you call Smash Burger or Five Guys fast food. I call Five Guys the restaurant where you need to sell a kidney to fucking afford it.
Did. I don't know if they still do. And when I start seeing juices on top of these things, that's my signal I can flip. Oh. Oh. That was almost a terrible flip. I'm going to give them 1 minute, and then I'm going to put some cheese on. Let's move this little guy here. Everybody gets some pepper jack, and then I can give them this business. Let's have a look. Oh, lordy, lordy, look how good you look. All right, let's take them off.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
is
that's
gonna be insane.
I mean,
Let's-
Five Guys is one of my favorite places to go for a burger, but Jesus Christ. Again, I feel I need to sell the kidney, and I only have so many.
Go, kids. And we're ready. Toasted bun, of course. Has to be a toasted bun. If it's not a toasted bun, you're
If you live in certain parts of the country or a certain part of the country, it's Hardee's. Everywhere else, it's Carl's Jr. But they're the same goddamn company. Why they have the two names, I don't fucking know.
You're cheating yourself or your guests or both. Okay, jalapeno ranch on the bottom. It's coming back, trust me. Now some jalapenos.
I need you to take the ink bottom out. Oops.
Rough, dry eye? Mybo is the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause. Remove.
Looking beautiful. Now our patties. And they will look like this. 1 patty, 2 patty with pepper jack, and patty number 3. Those lined up.
Okay, I would put something in between, like the bacon or some pickles or something like that.
And now our actual jalapeno poppers. Not some weird version. I had to shorten our stupidly long bacon, but we ate the pieces, so it's still okay. And last but not least, our top bun with more habanero ranch, because that's the story. The story is the habanero-ness of the whole thing. At least that's what I'm going with. And
Dude, how are you going to get that in your mouth? I mean, that thing's as big as my fucking head.
And does it look like theirs? I don't think so.
No, I can actually eat theirs.
But god damn. Well, as beautiful as it is, as majestic as it is, the only way to get it anywhere near my mouth is to do this. Now I have a chance.
Great! Squeeze all the juice out of the burger.
And we're off to the races. Jalapeno popper, fresh jalapenos, habanero ranch. Finally, I got a little heat in my mouth, which probably could be a creepy thing to say, but damn. Okay, it's way better than I thought it would be. We don't cook burgers on the grill enough. We need to do it more often. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not worth making, 10 worth making, I'm giving this a solid 8.5. And look, I made it a lot easier by making you not have to deep fry your jalapeno poppers. Max. Happy eating, everybody. I've never said that before. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Wow, it's stupid.
All right. All right, let's do this. Pepper and onion, whatever the fuck. That's the least favorite way I do sausages.
And we're gonna add the peppers meanwhile.
What is this, just a short? Okay, didn't even bother to serve it up. All right, lemon and
Families,
pasta.
but what many of us don't, the wealth needed to buy our first home.
Oh, great. Another one of these fucking no talking. Oh, God. Okay, there's nothing for me to react to here.
Days coming October 7th and 8th. Greatness is a deal away.
Fixes all sins. I'm here in my
All right.
restaurant Worst Hall in San Mateo. I'm working late again after hours. I've posted videos of our smash burger before, and people always ask me exactly how we make it. So today I'm just going to walk you through it step by step. I'll tell you exactly how we do everything so that you can do it at home. We do it on a flat top. You can do it on a cast iron skillet or even a stainless skillet. Here we go. Ready? Now the first thing we do is toast the bun because the burger cooks faster than the bun can toast. Normally we'd have a little butter roller over there during service so that we can toast, get some clarified butter on there quickly, but right now I'm just going straight butter. So we got these 2 balls of beef, they're 2 1/4 ounces each. Season them. Very coarse grind, brisket. It's brisket and chuck, plenty of fat. Just plain old salt and pepper there. And now I'm gonna flip these over like that. So the bottom sides are facing up. I'll show you why in a second. Then they go right on the hot side of a griddle. Like that. Like that. Cover them with, oh sorry, this is why we season that second side with salt and pepper as well. Boom. Piece of parchment. Another piece of parchment. Now we take our spatula and this weight and we smash. You really want to get them, especially get the edges down. That parchment, by the way, helps ensure that the burger does not stick. I say as it sticks. It's okay. American cheese fixes all sins. All right, so we got our bun. House mayo, basically egg yolks, lemon juice, garlic, canola oil, and olive oil. Salt.
What he failed to mention is if you do make your own mayo, it is a lot better than store-bought, but store-bought mayo will last for months on end, and regular mayo you have to throw out after 48 to possibly to 72 hours at the max because there's a raw egg in there. I mean, it's been sterilized by the vinegar, but...
I like to put my toppings on the bottom. Shredded iceberg, slivered onions, a whole bunch of pickles. These are kosher dill pickles. All right, now here's the key step. You can see they're almost done. So they basically cook like 90% of the way through on that first side. Then you need a razor scraper. I'm gonna get off all of that crust. Flip, flip.
That one is falling apart. But, yeah, I think get a piece of American on there.
That is done. You can see how thin it gets. It gets holes in it, that's fine. What we're really looking for is these nice kind of lacy, I don't know if I'm showing it to you, these kind of nice lacy edges around there. You know, the meat is coarsely ground, so really they're held together with nothing but kind of hope and American cheese. Top bun. And that is the Worst Hall Smash Burger.
I'd eat it.
Experiences like no other, you need a card like no other.
Same thing?
This is our year.
You know, if getting AT&T's best deal taught me anything, it's that switching things up can be a good call.
Get the all-new iPhone.
Let's make this sandwich made famous by this guy. First things first. So there's a ton of sandwiches on The Sopranos, but this one always sort of stood out to me.
A gabagool, provolone, and vinegar peppers.
You got it. So let's make it. Now, unlike a lot of Italian-American sandwiches, where a plethora of different cold cuts are put into one sandwich, this sandwich is more of something you would see in Italy, where one meat is used. And this meat is synonymous with the show.
The gabagool.
Gabagool. Over here.
All this from a slice of gabagool.
Let's get back to that gabagool.
The gabagool, also known as coppa, capicola, and capicolo, is an Italian deli meat made with pork, and it's the neck and shoulder, and it has perfect striations of fat, which doesn't make it too chewy.
And is about as unhealthy as you imagine.
Just melting.
It's delicious.
Seasoned to perfection.
But here in the States, it can be one of the more pricey cold cuts.
Just like the show. This sandwich comes together pretty easy, just like Tony's Gumas. The only thing that takes a bit of work, if you choose to make them yourself, are the vinegar peppers, but you can also just buy them as well. Just look for pickled or vinegar peppers on the label. I'm gonna make a quick refrigerator pickle that doesn't go through the whole process of canning. I'm only making a small batch today because of the size of my sanitized jar that I found. Any peppers will do here. I'm using half of a red and yellow bell pepper. And I'm just gonna remove the core and the seeds, and I'm gonna slice into small strips. Now you can add any flavoring you want to the jar. I'm going with 1 smashed garlic clove, 1 bay leaf, a little bit of oregano, a dried chili, and some black peppercorns. Stuff the peppers into the jar and really press them down. Then in a pot, I'm just gonna go with a pretty standard 1-to-1 ratio of water to white vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, you can use all vinegar, whatever you want, a little bit of salt and sugar. And the sugar is optional. We're gonna bring that to a boil and just make sure that the salt and sugar have dissolved. Once the water has started to boil, we're just gonna remove and then pour into your jar. Press down and make sure the peppers are fully submerged, then tighten and let sit on the counter until cooled. Then you're just gonna place in the fridge, and after a couple days, you can start eating them. The longer they sit, the better they will taste. And I will say these are probably good for up to 3 months. Now it's time to build the sandwich. No measurements here, everything is to taste. Grab a nice piece of bread, a panino, lay down some provolone cheese, and then go nuts on the gabagool. Add those vinegar peppers.
See, right now, my brain would be going, you have to toast this, you have to toast this, you have to toast this, you have to toast this.
Drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
All right, so this sandwich is done. Simple is always best. But if you recall in the episode, Tony took one bite and he threw it out. Now, he was under a lot of stress. Agent Harris gave him some info. Phil, of course, we had all that going on. But if there's one thing that I'm gonna add to this sandwich, it's totally optional, but maybe he wouldn't have thrown it out, is some burrata, specifically the stracciatella cheese that's inside, which is a nice creamy mozzarella cheese that we're just gonna put on top. It's gonna help balance everything out.
Now, you can use the whole burrata, but I'm looking for more of a creamy component, which is why I'm just using the stracciatella, which is shreds of mozzarella mixed with cream that is encased in the outer mozzarella shell. And that shell is definitely getting eaten by me anyways. And there it is, the Tony Soprano sandwich, just with a little twist. And let's bring that to the table.
I love this sandwich and I love that show. Perfect sandwich with or without the stracciatella. It just adds a little bit more creaminess to it. I really like it. The vinegar peppers, the cheese, and of course the capocolo, the gabagool. So good. You know, I gotta order this more. I'm always usually a mortadella guy, salami.
What jackass is saying the rapture's tomorrow?
Prosciutto.
Well, I'll be one of the ones left behind. Okay, now let's go to the OnlyFans chick.
You want me to make you a sandwich?
We all know she'll be left behind. Well, pro, she's probably into everything, including other chicks. Cons, she is also an OnlyFans creator. But hey, when, you know, we all have to go to war against Satan's army after the rapture. Fuck it, one last good lay before the war.
Perfect. Here you go.
You know, and here's the thing. I'm sure she's like a sweetheart in real life, but I just can't help but make jokes. Alright, All right, let's do this from Maddie Matheson.
Got it.
It's hot. But this is the thing. This is what people have seen my noodling video. I've wrestled alligators. I tried to put that life behind me. I tried to stop traveling the world doing dangerous things. Look at the damage. I've fished in a billabong where there's, crocodiles everywhere. I've put my life on the line so many times. This is lightning. Lightning struck this tree. All the branches fell down there. And I wanted to get away from that and just make nice, wholesome cooking videos. And still, God striking lightning down so close to us, just giving us a little wink, saying, I'm still here. Bagel. I love a bagel.
We're about to see if these two antiperspirants can stand up to the heat. That's it. Yes, come on. Let's go. Have you got this? Looks like the grills are clear.
Buckle up, everybody. It's smoking season. We're smoking, we're grilling, we're chucking stuff into the smoker. It's a big day for everybody. We're doing a surf and turf. We're surfing, we're turfing. We're fucking out here where you got a big old, beautiful, beautiful ribeye. We got an amazing little side of salmon here. We got a bagel. I say bagel, you say bagel? How do you say bagel? We're gonna smoke a steak and a salmon, and we're gonna make a salmon
Laser
and a
Lover,
steak
said it a few
sandwich.
comments
Everyone
ago.
says I say bagel wrong because I say bagel.
It's bagel.
Bagel, but I say the same thing.
Same
Bagel. Bagel. We're making two sandwiches. We're not gonna make one. I don't think putting a salmon and a steak sandwich together would be good because that'd be disgusting. Bagel.
There you go.
Bagel? But that's what I just said. Bagel.
Bagel.
Bagel. We're gonna cure our salmon. We're gonna cook our steak. Saying bay wrong? Bagel.
That was it.
Yeah. That was it? Yeah. We're making a hot smoked salmon bagel. No, said it wrong. Okay. Okay. Oof. It smells sweet. It kind of smells like, when you're like kind of like sitting down for a long time and you get up and you get like you're kind of, your bottom half is warm. It smells like that. You want to season your salmon. Just take this and put it on a wire rack and put it in the fridge for 24 hours or even just overnight would be really nice. And then we have this one here. Pass this one. Yeah, this one's nice. Look, we cured this overnight. So we put the seasoning on, and so it gets a little, it dries a little bit of the moisture off. It gets the little skin on. We're gonna, sweeter. And then we have a nice, beautiful, thicky steak. And we're gonna season this up with our amazing seasoning.
I mentioned this yesterday. When does steak end and roast begin?
Recently, we've had a rainstorm outside, and we're smoking outside, and lightning hit a tree outside. So we're riding the lightning here, about 50 feet away from our studio. Lightning striked, which means I feel good luck. I'm scared to go outside, but they're gonna make me go outside because we can't really switch out the day because there's thunder and lightning. But I guess we'll just go cook outside where there's lightning blowing up trees 50 feet away. So I'm putting my life on the line. This is now an adventure show, and we're gonna go out into a lightning-strucken area.
And you wanna season up those small onions to throw on the smoker too.
And I'm gonna, so we have our onions, our steakies, and our salmon. And now we're gonna go outside to our smoker. Welcome to Cooking Something. I hope I don't get struck by lightning. So I'm outside now. Just quickly, Jordan, come with me. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm putting my life on the line. Beautiful train thing going by there. We're over here in the parking lot. The fire from the heavens came raining down, and I'm just trying to do a little cooking video outside. And look, but the lightning hit right here. Here's all the branches. It hurt the barbed wire. We keep the barbed wire up on the tree to make sure on the fences. So this is a completely secure area for Maiden and where I shoot my YouTube, because there's a lot of dangerous just activity, and it's dangerous, and we don't want people coming in and stealing us. When the lightning hit it compromised the area, so we're gonna fix that. But lightning struck. Also, this is a new building over here. We're in the lovely Wedgwood area here in Nashville. Peyton's brother has relocated to one of these buildings, so he lives in there with probably a lot of like-minded people. So that's it. We're cooking with danger today. We're cooking fearless. We're fearless. We're cooking right where lightning struck. The smoker's at 375 degrees. I'm doing a hot smoke. We want to cook that steak probably to 120 degrees in interiors there. And the salmon, I'm just gonna fucking hammer. But hopefully it's not squeaky, so we gotta watch out on that. So I'm cooking one temperature with two very different things, a steak and a relatively kind of thin salmon side. And the onions. I guarantee all this stuff will cook faster than just even the onions. So right now we're cooking one temperature, 3 different things, and we're gonna see how we do. Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
All right, skipping it.
Crunchy, absolutely beautiful. Couple red onions, nice and thinny. I love a green onions. We love green onions. I think this will be good. You know, I've tried to do, every time I do a fish dish or something, nobody cares. The internet doesn't care. The algorithm doesn't care. Nobody cares. I'm gonna show you how to do this quickly. That much soy, kind of equal parts vinegar, a little bit of sesame seed, you don't need too much, and then a good amount of fish sauce. That much. And then the only other thing that I think we need is maybe some shugs. Do we got sugars? Yeah, let's put in a little bit of shugs. We got lime. Oh yeah. A little garlic. Oh yeah. We got some garlic. Then we gotta put some zest of some lime in there. I'm gonna put in half the lime, give it a mix, give it a taste, okay? That on top of our hot smoked salmon with our toasted everything bagel, with a little bit of cream cheese.
Why does he keep calling it a bagel?
And then like some
driving me nuts.
Cut up like coriander, some dill and green onion, some toasted sesame seeds.
The salmon's done. You want me to pull it up?
The salmon's done. Salmon's done? Jesus Christ, I didn't even baste it. The salmon takes 8 seconds to cook. Jesus Murphy. All right, we'll go fuck myself. So we'll just glaze it. Look at this. Look at that. Little maple molasses. Just a little beautiful glazing. Hey now, you're an all-star. Wow. Okay, back inside. Connor, watch everything. All I want to do is make a giant salmon sandwich. Ooh, this is gonna be nice. So, we take our giant roll that people call a bagel. See, I'm a Montreal bagel guy. We know that. Stop it.
Aspen Dental is on a mission to help people smile again. From cleanings and fillings to dentures and implants, we make dental care easy, affordable, and custom to you. Come into an Aspen Dental near you and see for yourself. Book an appointment at aspendental.com.
I'm gonna put it into our toaster, which is IE. What does IE even mean? For example, IE means for example. See, this is what's wrong with society. This is the beginning of the end. There's a giant garbage can right there. It's been there the whole time. I have no idea anymore. We're gonna put green onion and dill into the cream cheese. So we're gonna have like a dilly thing, and then you're gonna be like, oh no, wait, we're making like, a very beautiful kind of Asian flavored fish sauce, lime. Look at all that. Look at that. But I don't know, when was the last time you had an incredible mutton dill cabbage dumpling? Yeah, I know. I'm the one who just said it. I'm gonna toast up some sesame seeds though. I want some fresh sesame seeds on my mouth. And you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna season them. Because it's seasoning season. It's fucking seasoning season, okay? So we got our green onion here. We got some dill. Da, 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 da. We got some cream cheese. And we're just gonna incorporate. Steak's done too. We didn't even make it out alive. Onions, what did I say? Onions are gonna take forever? A steak and a salmon cook in 8 seconds.
You wanna hit the cream cheese with some milk?
No, 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 I'm just gonna work it. Just gonna work it and work it and work it. Maybe a little milk. Big exhale, I like that. Okay, stop it. It's when the exhale is like when you both know. You know? It's a solidarity. I'm burning my bagel. I can smell it. You fucking bitch. No, it's perfect. I don't care. Burnt on the outside, soft and smushy on the inside. That's exactly what I wanted.
Bullshit!
You got another one.
No. Why? Guys, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me finish my talk. You guys are actual assholes. And this is what everyone doesn't see that I have to deal with. Me? You're pointing at me. I just did an exhale? I just did an exhale, exactly. And that was not in solidarity. Neapolitan pizza, the leoparding, the beautiful burnt edges of a pizza, the beautiful burnt edges. If this thing was completely burnt, but look, so, toasted, soft, succulent, pillowy, warm, crunchy.
Dude, just make another fucking bagel.
Really good flavor, because it ain't burnt. You're burnt. Look at this, crunchy. Look at that skin. Look at that fucking skin. Look at that fucking skin. Look at this beautiful salmon. Listen. Crunchy, crispy, hot smoked salmon. It's down on the plate. It's down on the plate. Boom, 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 boom. Hot sesame seeds from my hands, coated in the barbecue seasoning. Hot. Ah, yeah. Dang, doggy. Maple molasses, just a little, watch. Just a little fucking, hey, how you doing? Boom. Look at that precision. Look at that precision. Boom.
I'm sorry, that tastes like dog shit to me. I'm sorry, make another fucking bagel. That was beyond... Like, I've salvaged overly toasted things, but at that point, no, the fucking thing's burnt. Throw it in the trash. Try again.
Look how yummy that is.
It does look yummy, except I am haunted by the memory of the fact that that bagel is burnt to hell.
Look yummy. Those are good sandwiches. You don't think so? Take a bite. Oh yeah, get it in that fucking craw. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were worried about it burning? Like, what? There's so much good bun. And then the leoparding, the crunchy, crispy, beautiful burnt. What are you talking about?
Chef.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Lisa. So my hot salmon sandwich was a huge success. And now what we're gonna do is we have, look at these. We got barbecue onion, and we're gonna just make like a chimichurri. We got 1 jalapeno. I like a fresh jalapeno. Cilantro, some nice cilantro, a little bit of fresh garlic, red wine vinegar. See, this is the good olive oil. You know I like a mulchy salsa verde, you know? You know I like a mulchy salsa verde. Lemon zest goes a long way, makes your stuff. Sometimes lemon zest can make your shit taste like fucking goddamn lemon zest, you know? I don't even care if seeds go in. The people I'm having over for this, in my mind, I don't even like. So, lemon seeds can go in. Little mulchy, chunky, smoked onion, fucking little chimichurri, salsa verde, fucking chip chop chop. We have a beautiful Kaiser. I'm gonna burn it. I'm actually gonna put it on the bottom one just because it is a little toasty. We're gonna toast it. We're gonna put some butter. We're gonna put a little garlic. Should we slice this steak up?
Can't you just grab a pan to toast your fucking bun?
Ooh, that's nice. Look at that.
Hey, Twin Cities, you work hard. So how about a bank that lets you know when you can afford to play? Let's get more from money. Huntington Bank.
Oh, mama. See, you want to butter your steaks? We're gonna make like little garlic toast. Ooh, mama, ho, mama, ho, mama.
That's a little overcooked for me.
Don't look at it. Boom. That's a perfect amount right there. That's not too much, not some fucking showboaty crazy. This isn't fucking stupid town. This is just a nice, look, a little bit of the chimney, just a steak sandwich, just a nice, beautiful steak sandwich. And then you cut this in half. See? That's a nice little thingy, huh?
That just looks like a wad of steak strips in a sandwich.
It's a perfect little thingy. Beautiful thing. Look at this. Oh.
Between two pieces of bread.
Oh, you do that and everyone like loves when you do that, you know, just like that. I'm not trying to say that like everyone loves a, but it's like every fucking loser in the world squishes their shit and pushes juice out. I just feel like they're all just like little and they all just love seeing it kind of come out. This is fire. That sandwich is good. The hot salmon, sure. That's gonna be hot for somebody. But big dog over here, this is lights out. A little bun toasted with some butter, a little bit of garlic. I'm Madison, thanks to all our sponsors. Obviously, you've noticed we don't really have any. So have a great day. Keep sucking that cream.
All right, and with that, this is tonight's broadcast. I will see everyone tomorrow, and good chance I'll be on my other channel doing my other broadcasts. All right, good night, everyone.